Welcome. Air the room out where you want to meditate. Prepare the sacred instruments you want to use. Sacred symbols, pictures, crystals, candles, or incense. As minerals, I would recommend quartz crystals, amethyst, angelite, and selenite. As incense, sandalwood, frankincense, lotus, vanilla, or myrrh incense are also great for this purpose. Or you could also use various aromas or essential oils by dripping them into an evaporator filled with water. For example, sandalwood incense and bergamot oil. Place them ritually according to their functions. When you are prepared, you can take a seat in a comfortable chair for meditation. Do not cross your legs. Do not fold your arms. Keep your feet on the ground. Keep your palms on your lap, facing down. Watch your spine. Try to keep your posture as straight as possible. Once you have settled in, tune into the Om or Om mantra. It is a matter of interpretation and sound whether it is pronounced Om or Om. Whoever applies this mantra regularly will be enlightened. Mantra is the rhythmic sequential repetition of sound vibration, such as a magic formula, spell, or a sacred text that evokes the energy and spirit of its purpose for its cultivator. The Om or Om mantra is a sacred syllable through which you can come into harmony with the infinite power and consciousness of creation. As according to ancient traditions, this word was uttered when the universe was created. Therefore, it summons the supreme divine creative forces. The Om mantra is also excellent for transcending, liberating the mind and senses, and for attaining trance states of mind. If properly done, it has a particularly beneficial effect on the nervous system as it increases inner peace, energizes the body and aura, and awakens dormant internal forces within us. By performing it regularly, you can retune your mentality and become more receptive to the messages of the spiritual worlds. This time, we will use the Om or Om mantra to facilitate and intensify the connection between our consciousness and the consciousness of the universe. When pronouncing the Om basic mantra, try to set off the vibration of the A sound from the navel and push it up higher and higher in your torso. By the time you get to pronounce the U sound, it must be your larynx vibrating. And the slightly buzzing M sound with sealed lips, ending in a nasal sound, should be much longer than the vibration of A and U. Something like this. Let's repeat the Om mantra together a few times. Relax your mind and listen to my voice. Every divine soul or self, manifesting as humans, approaching Earth before being born, have themselves coated with various energies of the cosmos and spheres that tend to predispose and shape personality through different virtues and weaknesses. These innate qualities provide the base which parental patterns and social influences are built upon. Many times, we do not realize that we are mechanically copying and imitating the same habits that we soaked up unfiltered from our environment as children. among these intangible heritages and patterns of behavior, we can find advantageous and quite disadvantageous ones. A person on the path of self-knowledge and awareness has nothing to do but recognize that behind negative thoughts, self-destructive feelings, ignorance, hatred, fear, longing, greed, disbelief, and selfishness hide true goodness and the eternal memory. When the soul and spirit descend into the physical body, they agree to the rules of the game called nature and life. According to these laws, all material phenomena, including our bodies, our minds, and our selfish emotions, alter and change. Time passes as the river flows. Everything moves, since life is based on motion. Everything may seem unstable and uncertain, since there is no permanence of any kind in physical existence. This is what material existence is like. A child plays and learns. An adult works and takes care of their families. It's like being stuck in a vicious cycle of responsibilities, running around in circles. After a while, you begin to wonder if there is a deeper meaning behind all this superficiality. Is there any hidden higher intention behind all these things we need to do and go through? Or will one day our consciousness suddenly go out like a candlelight, and everything we once thought was us will crumble into ashes? Self-knowledge is everyone's own story of development. This is the path to perfection and self-improvement. A pure and noble effort to explore their true origins and destiny. See that being a human is a privilege. Do not approach yourself with arrogance or self-righteousness, but with true humility and respect. Remember that anyone who degrades themselves and their existence will necessarily face trauma, suffering, ephemerality, and death everywhere. However, higher beings and sages, united with their eternal selves, are able to see the subtle transitions of existence, the profound changes that serve spiritual evolution and divine plans. Those who wish to possess will inevitably and necessarily suffer a loss. Anyone clinging onto things or people is actually programming their breakups and suffering into their destinies. Those who are afraid do nothing but create and feed the root cause of their fears and anxieties. This is how the world and magic work. And in the prison of this world, full of tensions, the modern human is languishing, which is independent from the superficial and disturbing phenomena of the outside world. In this reality, there is no obsessive need for approval. There is no deception. There is no cessation or elimination. There is only eternal and pure consciousness. Pure consciousness is always peaceful, loving, accepting, and is only and nothing but itself. So make time for inner self-exploration. Consciously connect to your true self, who is the source of all virtues. The soul living in the light is able to look behind the scenes where the real events take place. That is why it is important for you to see clearly, to feel and know clearly, and to live clean. The evolving soul regularly meditates and contemplates, observes as it descends into the depths of itself. Therefore, feel free to step on the path of self-knowledge without fear. Defeat your inner demons. Do not feed them the energies of your misconceptions, your destructive, tormenting emotions, your false hopes and assumptions. Awakening consciousness confronts its own past, its flaws, its failures, its shortcomings, its sins, its mistakes, impartially, objectively, without judging itself, without a trace of resistance. Because you know self-accusation, self-deprecation, and self-justification would only further fuel the fire of inner hell. You learn from your past too. Give your past sufferings and traumas a purpose, and then let them go. To be a good alchemist, ennoble your positive and negative, constructive and destructive experiences into knowledge. Extract the truth hidden in them and move on to the next one. With the inner knowledge achieved such way, you can break open the shackles of your mind and the latches of your heart step by step. You can get rid of the weight of depressing memories. This way, you can restore your connection to yourself. Be a soul living in the light, who through self-knowledge is able to see that excessive materialism, ignorance of divine existence, attachment and addiction only limit their true nature, blocking, stopping them from self-fulfillment. Respect yourself enough not to settle for anything less than the completeness of yourself. Look into the mirror of self-knowledge. Do you see who you are? The one who is on the path of self-knowledge does not identify themselves with the momentary self. They do not attend to all the whims of their egos, but they are aware, alert, and self-examining. Realize that you have the means to transcend your temporary self and bring all the values and feelings up to the surface that arise from your eternal being. Beneath the surface lies the unfolding self, whom you have forgotten about since you were born. Do not banish your divinity from your life. Remember your origins. You are a child of light. Be reborn in self-knowledge and love in every moment. Lose your worn-out, outdated masks that no longer serve your spiritual development. Free yourself from your fears, the wounds of your past, and your bad habits. By lovingly accepting their existence, you dissolve them, just like sugar in water. The solvent is self-knowledge, self-acceptance, clarity, understanding, forgiveness, letting go, and the connection with the timeless self. Forgive yourself so you can move on. Consciously break with guilt and prejudice. Do not reject anything about yourself. Do not fight your fate. Cultivate your feelings instead of suppressing or resisting them. Put them at the service of higher principles and purposes. The mental and emotional opposites and duality came to life for the same purpose. In fact, everything serves the spiritual evolution. Good and evil, gain and loss, success and failure, and all opposite pairs. Based on this, consider your weakness elements, inspiring the growth of your inner power. Sacrifice them on the altar of your spiritual development. Measure up to your life lessons. Do not torture yourself with the past. Gradually and consciously let go of your bad memories, because they only chain you to past moments of time, keeping you captured. Give up this self-torture. Instead, draw strength from beautiful experiences during hard times. If you do, you will get closer to yourself. As you consciously eliminate your unnecessary expectations, resentments, fears, torments, insecurities, impatience, and ambition, you will regain your divinity. You will be like the sun. You will be the source of all goodness and life. You will be the way as the Creator, the Supreme Self, dreamed you. May this consciousness give you purpose and faith in your mystical journey called life. Please take a few deep breaths. Gently move your hands and feet. Now open your eyes carefully. Your connection to yourself is now stronger. I wish you a peaceful and blissful day.